Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to Upper Health. No, that's actually wrong. Actually, not bad. I'm introduced to that one, but setting it aside. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Day Left for Trash Piece Player. I got sad before I even came in. Um, oh geez, how do we start this? Right? I have not been doing my events. Right? I'll be real with you. I have not been able to do my events. Not really. Not in any way I really would like to. So this event was kind of bittersweet for me. It's very nice that I've been playing WUWA for around the close, I think, to 2 years now. I'm very happy about it, but also very annoyed. Um, I'm gonna sit here for a minute because I'm getting just like I'll be real with y'all. It's been 2 years, right? I'll leave the music on in the background because I think it's fine. Um, if I could only collect mint, that'd be nice, but I think I've reached the kind of point, right, where I like the game. I can't really play it that well unless I'm in like a PS5, right? I do think my brother actually took it home with him, so or not home with him. He actually took it on a trip. So it's not here. Um, I really wish I could just play with my keyboard and mouse. I think that's something that I don't know if they fix. I would doubt it at this point. Because that's just kind of how it goes. But more than anything, right? I I've been eyeing, right, buying the parts of my PC at this point. Now, why would I do that? And the answer is pretty simple. I'd like to finish up my PC at this point, and it's getting so frustrating. Especially with like time passing by. It's getting beyond frustrating, just not being able to like basically accomplish what I'd like to accomplish, which is create better content for y'all, as well as kind of just realistically improve my experience of playing the game. I think at this point, now again, I don't think that necessarily, I wouldn't say it's not worth it, but it's also kind of an expensive buy to begin with. To just buy like $2,000 of components that are overpriced to hell. But it generally feels like I'm missing out on literal like months and months of progress because I can't play it in a reasonable fashion. At this point, that's kind of that's kind of like a realization I've come to realize, right? The game, the game just feels fucking bad. I log in, I check out the new stuff, the shiny stuff. We're having an update on Cyberpunk in like 3 days or so now. And I talked about this previously, and I'm excited for it, but I'm also really just kind of taking a step back and just really thinking like, what am I supposed to do, dude? Yeah, maybe I could have worked on like the middle of the week, but I was also kind of like, I'm waiting for like schedulings to kind of get fixed at this point for me. Because again, I call my work and I'm waiting for that to get fixed, so I don't have to think about it. So it's just like, okay, so I don't have to think about any work until like the weekend. It's basically the idea, so I can focus on content creating and other stuff realistically, which is kind of the goal, right? Because I can't really sleep knowing that I have shit to do. That's kind of the problem, right? And every time I would just go to sleep and I would work, it's like, okay, this is what I have to do, and then I have to change it, and I'm like, I need that fixed because if it's not fixed, I don't really feel like I'm like sleeping very well because I'm gonna get yelled at by somebody, and that's frustrating to me because I'm like, I did nothing wrong. Somebody just fucked up my schedule, and then have to wait for it to be fixed, or better yet, be active about it and say call somebody, which I did, and I have to check it again. I think after the next 2 days because of course I do. But more than anything, right? At this point, I'm happy where I'm at in the game. Well, not exactly, but I'm happy with at least WUWA, right? What I'm more frustrated about is just that I can't really do anything about like fixing it because A, I don't have enough money, and B, assuming I did, would I pay for it? And the answer is, in all honesty, no. Why wouldn't I pay for it? It's too much. It's unnecessary. And again, it's not that I think I'm like overly like what's the word? I think I'm just standard daily. So I'm not even gonna waste my stamina today. Complete side quest, Overlord, Economic class, Weapon class, Level Echo. Okay, collect special collectible. Perform interest skill 3 times from. Yeah. We're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do the rest of this stuff. We're gonna do this one once, yeah. Don't really care. Yeah, I guess I have to fight this nerd for 3 times. I didn't want to, but okay. Whatever. But yeah, I've been at this point, because I can play other games, right? But it feels like I'm playing, and again, my computer's fine for everything else. I can play more Rivals, like in a like weirdly like what was the best way to describe it? In a weirdly competitive manner. However, if I want to experience a story, a journey, is something nice, I can't do that. Because it takes over $2,000 worth of fucking content for me to play this game that came out free. And I'll be honest, that's kind of what the pricing of free games are. Because there's no free game. If we're being honest, there's no free game. This is something that, over time, you will kind of come to realize. I'm like, there is no realistically no free game. What you're paying for is your device specs, at the bare minimum. Now, if you have those device specs, is by default, technically it's free. Now, again, one of those freemium things is you gotta pay like $2,000 to kind of get in there, and it's no hate on WUWA because they're just trying to do the best that they can. The problem is, on my experience, it's a lot more of the people who are like realistically. Well, actually, I think it is partial in like performance-wise, it's definitely on their side, but it's also like the bare minimum, right? Unreal Engine 4 is really kind of like what it has been causing these fucking issues. Unreal Engine, as an engine, has been detrimental into the experience of gaming since its release. I think, in my opinion. Now, again, I don't necessarily say Fortnite's a bad thing, but to a certain degree, it obviously has become like kind of an unhealthy obsession for some people. Like collecting skins basically is kind of a bad thing. And again, similar to characters, I'm not proud. I'm not like selling out just kind of Fortnite at that point. But from that perspective, right? Every other game has its own faults, right? The whole point of like, okay, so collect the skins that you want. It's limited time. Move on. Get on with it. Again, the problem is always the pricing. If it's such a high pricing that nobody can afford it, there's no point in me even trying to. The introductory price is the problem.
Surge of deep tide engulfed by sea's venom. The nerve. Struggle.
But at least with me, right? One of the things that I always think about, right, is how much is this gonna like actually cost me? Will it last me? And am I really gonna want this? It's not so much of do I need this. Nobody needs games. Realistically, it's just a way to pass my time. But at least in the context of me trying to increase my quality in content creation, I definitely think that I have to do it. Now, here's the problem. I already know my specs and quality are gonna have to increase. My fucking and like among things, right? You don't necessarily need the fancy PC to like edit better, right? But the problem is, for the games that I want to play, to kind of showcase, like, hey, I have more skill than I fucking say it, than I look at. Every single one of those games needs a pretty fucking decent computer. More Rivals, Wuthering Waves, And again, if you're playing on like PlayStation, there's no hate to you. You guys are actually going through like similar price increases that we are. Whether it be the fucking subscription service that you have to pay every month to access your fucking internet, which is already like is a monthly subscription for most people. It's ridiculous. Which, mind you, it'll come to a point, right, where the internet subscription might actually be cheaper than the regular subscription we get on stuff like that, right? Because keep this in mind, right? It's $50, at least for me, right? I think for my internet, which sometimes will fucking die and eat shit. It happens. And then take for example, like the Xbox situation. If we had an Xbox, I think it's like $22.99 a month or something. What it was? I don't know if that's the ultimate Game Pass, but I'll be honest. Even if it's like $10, we're kind of let's be real, dude. Every fucking dollar counts.
Synchronization. Oh, this will be fun. Surge of deep tides. Pull from the abyss. Hey? To sunken depths. Suffocate.
If y'all don't understand what's happening, neither do I. It is kind of just lagging a bit. I'm just clicking buttons at this point. Realistically, my fingers are a little better, like, can I keep pressing, but it doesn't really matter too much because it's kind of lagging. So, whatever. But next up, right? So, setting aside pricing, setting aside everything, I do think that the gaming, at least gaming side of things, because I've been hearing about a lot about like the doom and gloom of just like what's happening to the gaming space, and if I'm being honest, it's one of those things, right?
Oh, this will be fun.
One of those reasons that I think it might be dying, right? Is, in my perspective and in my opinion, again, opinion, right? It's simply because you're getting outpriced. You're getting outpriced. You're getting outspec'd in like in the entirety of just what is gaming, right? Most people aren't gonna have overly priced $2,000 fucking machines. Maybe an Xbox, maybe a PS5. That's fine, but even those can fail you. Like, take for example, PlayStation Arc Ascendant. That's a game that I was really playing here and there. Ran into a couple of issues. One of them being, hey, you know this game that you're playing? Yeah, you're about to crash. I'm like, what? And then crash. Now, what does this happen? God knows. It's a fucking. In my opinion, what's causing it is the developers never optimizing for shit, expecting to pay about $3,000 computers, and then complaining, and then watching us just fall on our heads when we just failed to boot it up, and then ask them, hey, can you fix this thing? Because realistically, they're not listening to fucking feedback, and they're like, hey, we're having these fucking problems. Can you fix it? And the answer always ends up being a fat no. And then you like think to yourself, right? Oh, okay. Lovely. Okay. And I'm a big fan of WUWA. I'm a big fucking fan. I like this game. I like the story. Not all of it. I do think that sometimes like the length of it can be daunting on people. Again, I wish I could play more often. I wish I could invest more into realistically the PC at this point than I want to. I have everything else, dude. It's just two fucking components, right? But these two fucking components are just absolutely screwing me. Now, again, I tested a machine recently that has about half the specs, a quarter of some of them, and a quarter of the speed among things, right, of what a machine is going to be. But the cost is nearly, like, a third. In certain departments, my computer performance should be, like, much higher than that. but it's not like I can test it because I think we're gonna sit in a character screen idle for a minute. We're gonna sit yanking.
Would you like of let's reach farther destinations together?
That's the most inoffensive one, but yeah, I think at this point, right? There is not much I can do. Only really just sit back and maybe wait. It's gonna be a fucking hot minute, right? Now, from my understanding, it's not that the prices, or it's not that the fucking people want to sell them at this price. Most likely, what's happening is that they actually sold fucking these components, right? So, take for example, if you have like an SSD or RAM, right? What could have happened, right? And essentially, right, when you're selling the main components, from my understanding, after I watched the fucking thing, like a documentary on it, basically, from Gamers Nexus, I think is what it was from. I've come to understand that like a lot of like the itty bitty things, right, the components that it takes for them to make, right, is so expensive, and the price to manufacture them is not so much what is costing them, because the standard price is hey, this is this much. It's not that they're that expensive, and maybe it's just like the fucking basic components of manufacturing actually are this much, but that's not the answer. That is realistically not the answer. That's not what causes it. It's a limitation for the consumer side of things, right? The consumer market is pricing out the standard consumer from it, and we're not paying prices because, again, it's all about AI data centers and all that big shebang. And I talked about this. I don't want to talk about it again. But it just keeps hitting me, man. Like, there's nothing I can do. It's just fucking obnoxious. It's fucking tedious. It's fucking annoying. More than anything, I would just like to play on my fucking game, man. It's that simple, dude. And I'll have to fork out because I talked about this. I'm still running the same specs that I was running before. This fucking channel, this fucking video type was not supposed to last there for this long, if I'm being honest, at the rate I was earning money in the beginning. But the problem is, I can't really move an inch without feeling like I'm moving a mile. It's insane. It's actually so, it's like the pricing's so insane, and it's such a nice game, right? It's such a nice little, like, in my honest opinion, WUWA was probably gonna become part of my fucking, like, my channel identity at this point, and the fact that it's part of my deal life of a Trash Free Player, like weekly content, should one thing, but I hope y'all are having a wonderful 2-year anniversary movie. I hope you had one, actually. I couldn't enjoy myself. There is nothing else to it. I couldn't enjoy myself. I couldn't go downstairs because I just don't want to play on a PlayStation. I don't want to play on my computer. I don't want to fucking move to play my game because I'm gonna be sitting there for hours, and then I have somebody coming in, telling me, "Hey, I need to do something on the TV." I'm like, okay. I could have, honestly, at this one, I could probably bought a PS5 and just gonna done that instead. I considered it, and then I thought about it, I'm like, I'm literally not gonna use this other than, like, maybe click that, but then again, that's kind of the fucking stupid part. It's so stupid. It is genuinely that stupid. Like, I could play those games with an app, but I really don't want to. That's kind of my thing, right? If I could play with keyboard and mouse on my PS5, I would fucking do it in a flash, dude. I'd never need anything complicated. The reason I move over to PC from fucking console is all the fucking, like, shitty limitations. Like, I didn't have to fucking pay money to fucking play Minecraft. I'll be honest, it started with that. It's so fucking stupid. Like you're already charging me $750 to play a fucking $30 to maybe even $60 game. Like, are you serious? Like, are we so dead ass serious? Fucking like, get out of here, dude. Like, okay, I don't even know how. Let me actually check it out. How expensive is Minecraft? How cost between platforms? I'm gonna end it there because I don't want to talk about that much. Because I'll be honest, I bought Minecraft like a long time ago. Holy fucking shit. Standard edition includes both Java and Bedrock. I never got Bedrock edition. I have Java only. I paid whatever that. I think it was like $24. That's what I paid for fucking Java. Deluxe collection includes base game plus 700 items, extra DLC packs. Ultimate collection $50. In console is $19.99 to $29.99. Same thing for PlayStation. Same thing for Nintendo Switch. Actually, this is straight up $29.99. Pocket Edition on your phone is $6.99 to $7.49. So here's the thing that I stand by this, by the way. Yeah. Playing multiplayer on PC via Java is free. However, console requires an active online subscription to play online. Optional monthly subscriptions to host a dedicated 24/7 server starts at $3.99 for 2 players a month, up to 10 at $7.99 a month. You seeing this shit, dude? Because the thing is, again, probably the biggest thing is probably the hosting on the server's probably all the same account, I think. And again, I don't expect to be able to buy like one thing and move to play another one. But the main problem, right? Shit like this, the fact that you have to think more about buying a fucking game is the issue, right? I think, in my opinion, one of the best games you can have is one where you buy it, you don't have to think about, can I run this? You buy it, you sit down and play it. Hell, you don't even have to download it, it just runs on the disc. It just runs on the whatever you think. You got it. You just fucking buy it, sit down, buy it, buy it, connect it, plug it in, and you play. That is the like epitome of a fucking game. That is a game. That is one of the best games that you can ever have. I can't stand it. I can't stand that that's not what it is, right? And I feel like an old person. I'm 25, dude. It shouldn't be that old. It physically can't. How is it physically possible that like games change from like years ago, where I could like boot up what I could again, and this goes back into like, take for example, like if I open up my phone, actually my phone's dead. I was trying to run like something on it and it died. Shit. If I go back 10 years ago, 2015 or something like that, I was playing Brave Frontier. Grand Summoners as an example for those of you that watch my Grand Summoners video. That's the reason I went back to it. I went back to check that out because it's just a time in gaming where it was just like literally download the game, play the game, maybe have a little bit of fucking shitty UI, but you play the game and you enjoy the features. Again, it's not the end-all be-all, because again, in my opinion, sometimes those games kind of don't have that much depth to it. But among games that kind of sit here in my library, right, that just play well. Death Must Die plays decently. Sometimes it bugs out. Cookie Clicker, classic fucking game. I bought it because I was like, I played Cookie Clicker like a whole bunch. Let me just boot it up, and then we're chilling on my PC. And it's just doing its thing, right? Hollow Knight. Hell, even I don't know if you guys remember me playing Hollow Cure, Save the Fans. I played that for like a good bit. Bloons Tower Defense. That's just kind of classic content. Like I could play some of that, but also it wouldn't feel like true to me in my opinion, because I kind of got out of that like space in my head. I played it. I enjoyed it. Don't want to play some more. The answer is no. Now, why would I say that, right? The reason I don't want to play some more is because I already played them enough. I don't really want to play more. Sad, dude, right? Because I have hell, dude. I bought this back in March 2015. I haven't played. I bought Undertale. 155 megabytes. Jesus Christ, dude. Now we're talking about games. We're talking about games that just do not take that much fucking like Stardew Valley. I have that in my library. Haven't played it? No, I have some bad experience with it. Not because of the game itself, but because of fucking an ex-addict. But yeah, there are a lot of games that maybe I should be checking out. Am I gonna check out a WUWA? Probably not. Am I gonna play Stardew Valley? Probably not. To be honest, not right now. Hell, I might actually play Terraria beforehand. God, it's been a minute. I could probably play it though. That wouldn't be too bad. But I think it's when I'm gonna leave it. Because I think reminiscing realistically at this point has become kind of like a fucking philosophical remembering. And hey, guys, remember the days? Remember back in 2015? And no, honestly, I don't like saying now, but every time I log in, bro, I just get hit with the feels, dude. I fucking just open. I literally logged before I even played this fucking game, right? I fucking looked at this, clicked into the memory program, and then I just got hit with like, hey, you got to do this fucking thing, bro. You got this event. You got all these events. Can I do this right now? Login for 3 days. Package from me. I can't. Main quest chapter 3, 5. Starlights from yesterday's ongoing. Star bouncing. What the hell? Dude, I can't with this shit. I will have to fucking play downstairs when I get home tomorrow. I'm gonna be fucking so tired though. That's kind of the problem. I have work tomorrow. I'm gonna get work tomorrow and probably gonna not sleep tonight or the day after, but we'll figure that out. And the problem is I can't really be up to too long. Actually, yeah. Because again, I wanted to record it just for you guys as well. Because it's as much as me being able to go back to it that it would be nice. But sitting there and just hitting record, it feels like fucking the shittiest fucking piece of shit. But alright, we'll leave it at that. Hope you guys gotten fascinated by my fucking conversation topics. Again, it's not the best thing I could have done, probably, but in all honesty, with how performance and realistically how my life in gaming has been, it's kind of as real as I can get. I'd love to kind of experience more. Just a better, just to have a better time playing a game, but I can't. Not with the fucking shit like this, man. I'm staring at my fucking price tracking and not application, but just website, and I'm just seeing shit just going up and down, and it's irritating me. And again, to me, like, right, I got most of my other components pretty cheaply compared to this shit. Like, I'll be honest with y'all, it was fucking cheap compared to that hellish fucking encounter. But I don't know if you can consider refurbished RAM. I don't think that's a fucking thing. I might look into DIY RAM kits at that point, but we'll figure it out. because I can't really trust anything else. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Have a good one. I hope you enjoy your rest of your week, and have a happy weekend, everybody. Bye bye. Stay solid.